Graduates and guests, can I please ask you all to stand and give a round of applause for your senior officers of the University of Liverpool.
Graduates and guests, please be seated. I declare this congregation for the celebration of our graduates open. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to your graduation ceremony. It is really wonderful to welcome you all here in person at long last. I'm Professor Wiebe van der Hoek, the EPVC for the Faculty of Science and Engineering, and I want to say firstly what a tremendous privilege and a pleasure it is to be here with you today as we celebrate this important milestone in your lives, together with your families and fellow students and all those who have supported you on your journey to graduating from the University of Liverpool. I have been in exactly the same position you are in today, not as a student of this university, but as a student graduating in the 1980s. And of course, it was not the same position. It was in a different country. Graduations in the Netherlands are not of the same grandeur as in the UK. But also, globally, you are a member of a cohort who have battled and won unprecedented challenges, to which I will return in a minute. Your graduation ceremony is a day to celebrate and to reflect. And if my memory serves me correctly, it is also a day of very mixed emotions. I remember feeling both relieved and proud to have completed my studies, sad that this chapter of my life at university had come to an end, and both excited and nervous about the future and what it had in store for me. For you, of course, it has been very different, because you have been students at a time like no other in history. Students in universities all over the country, and indeed all around the world, have been hit hard by the disruption to their education that the COVID-19 pandemic has caused. The pandemic is the reason that your graduation ceremony has been delayed until now, when you are already in the first stages of your career, or perhaps you are continuing with your studies. The pandemic has meant that your university experience, in particular your final year, has been different to what you had imagined and expected. Your experience and well-being are always at the forefront of our decision-making, and over the past 2 years, we have had to carefully consider and balance so many decisions around your teaching arrangements and your safety on campus. I know it was not easy for you. I know that you have had long days, sleepless nights, and difficult times, exacerbated by these unique global circumstances. While COVID-19 has devastated and divided people and continues to do so, it has shown the best of human spirit too. Our university prides itself on facing the problems of society and putting our hands up to say we can help with them. During your time here as a student in the School of Electrical Engineering, Electronics and Computer Science, you have benefited from the most cutting-edge teaching within facilities that include practical engineering laboratories. These facilities have helped you lecturers train you to be well prepared for your chosen career, with the skills and qualities required for the 21st century. And you, in turn, have demonstrated the practical application of your skills. For example, from students producing PPE on 3D printers when there was a global shortage during the early days of the pandemic, to undertaking internships at Sensor City, Liverpool's global hub for sensor technology, and through specialist teaching and paid work placements, helping to address the shortage of artificial intelligence and data specialists joining the UK workforce. Your professional career will undoubtedly be challenging, but also fast-paced, varied, and interesting, and you will work in unique environments. You will always be in demand, and the skills you have gained during your studies here will always be transferable if you want them to be. These skills will prove an invaluable foundation as you shape your career and future professional decisions. But whatever career path you choose to follow, one thing is for sure: every single one of you here today has shown remarkable spirit and dedication. You have persevered in circumstances like no other students before you, with dedication, resilience, and flexibility, and you are well prepared for the future. You didn't do it alone, though no doubt there have been many lonely and even scary times for you in the past 2 years. You did it supporting one another and being supported by your lecturers and tutors here in the university. And of course, by your families and friends. And we in the university, and here I speak for the whole university, the faculty and your tutors, and especially Professor Katie Atkinson, Dean of the School of Electrical Engineering, Electronics and Computer Science, and presenting officer for this graduation ceremony, we are all immensely proud of the manner in which you have conducted yourselves. We are inspired by you and by what you have achieved. Today is a day to enjoy, a return to this great city, and for you and your guests to receive a warm welcome from our university. We hope that the city of Liverpool will always feel like home whenever you return. You may have chosen to stay here and make the city your home, or you may have already called it home before you joined us in university. But we hope that whatever your relationship with the city, that it is a place where you have made friends and memories which will last a lifetime. And as graduates of this university, you will all know that Liverpool's world-famous musical history is a particular point of pride for everyone who lives here. It may even have been one of the reasons you became interested in studying here. One way or another, music is a reason so many people visit Liverpool every year, and why they hold the city close to their hearts. Dare I say it, music is almost as important to the city as football. And on a musical note, this wonderful venue where we are seated today will provide current and future students with the opportunity to perform, learn about and experience all aspects of the music industry, from organizing live performances and artist liaison to programming and technical arrangement. It also feels like a particularly appropriate location for graduation ceremonies, as the architectural design team behind this new building, the Yoko Ono Lennon Center, are in fact University of Liverpool alumni. And I am delighted to say that you are among the very first of our students to have your ceremonies here in the center's magnificent Tung auditorium. Graduation, now that it is finally here, is all about you, your achievement, and your personal successes here at the University of Liverpool. It's a day to look forward to the future and to feel excited about your aspirations and career or future study plans. Most of all, it's a day to celebrate everything you have achieved and to enjoy this moment with your loved ones, with those you have studied alongside and with those you have learned so much from. The pandemic has made us truly appreciate our loved ones and the experiences and memories we make together. I hope today that you will find a moment to thank them for their support and personal sacrifice, and to thank your lecturers and teachers who have provided you with so much support and guidance on your path to graduation. Your capacity to think critically and challenge honestly, forged by the teaching staff, your classmates, and our community, will help you to prepare for whatever comes next. This is your well-earned opportunity to take a moment and consider just how far you have come. One thing we've all learned from the past 2 years is that we never know what the future holds. Things will, very likely, change in your chosen professional careers. But some things won't change for you. I'll flag up just 3. First, the need to be a lifelong learner, just as you have been during the pandemic. And for the rest of your career, the need to commit yourself to always being curious and to asking questions and to always striving to do things better. And just as you should always be a learner, you should also always be a teacher. Pass on your skills and experience to your colleagues and to the next generations of students. The second is the need to support one another, as friends, as colleagues, and as professionals during your careers. And finally, never forget why you wanted to pursue your chosen academic discipline. It will take dedication, tenacity, and above all, talent, passion, and belief to pursue it professionally. But remember that these are all qualities that you have displayed in abundance during your time at the University of Liverpool, and your most difficult of experience will shape how you deal with challenges and setbacks in the future, as well as teaching you to grasp opportunities. And all of this, I have no doubt, will enable you to enjoy your work and your chosen career. Knowing that you enjoy how you make your living is a great way to start each day. Our university has a long, successful history of graduating inspiring past students who go on to achieve great things. Our 9 Nobel laureates have led the way in fields as diverse as the life cycle of the malarial parasites to nuclear disarmament. You have now joined this talented international alumni community, and you are, and will always remain, a fundamentally important part of our University of Liverpool family. Our alumni community supports our students in many ways. Some of you may have personally experienced this while studying here, from delivering lectures and workshops to running alumni workshops, offering work placements and mentoring. We hope that, like so many of our alumni, you will stay in touch with us and help guide and support our future students and broaden their horizons through your own experiences. It is through you that we are known. You are our greatest ambassadors, and through your achievements and the careers you will go on to have, you will also become role models and an important source of inspiration for the next generation of graduates. This university has community and civic mission running throughout our rich history. To this day, we remain committed to this important civic mission of the City of Liverpool and to our role as an anchor institution here. We continue to make real economic, social, health, employment and cultural contributions to this great and unique city. We are a university that takes immense pride in equality of opportunity and in delivering projects and activities which widen access for students who are traditionally underrepresented in higher education. Learners from low participation neighborhoods, care leavers, disabled students, estranged students, adult learners, asylum-seeking and refugee students, and students from minority ethnic backgrounds. Knowledge should be celebrated, discussed and debated, and it should be accessible to all. It is through the discussion and dissemination of ideas and knowledge that society is shaped. Our aim is to inspire, engage, and enable every single one of our students to fulfill their potential by raising their awareness, challenging barriers, and providing opportunities. Our Victoria building, the red brick building with the clock tower, is now a beautiful and iconic gallery and museum. And as a student here, you will have walked past a plaque, perhaps daily, fixed to the wall, which reads, "For the advancement of learning and ennoblement of life." This is a motto that continues to guide us to this day in all that we do. I will make an educated guess, based on many years of attending graduation ceremonies here, that you are planning to, or have already posed for, a graduation photograph in front of our Victoria building today. Am I right? This beautiful and iconic red brick gallery and museum towers over campus and serves as our most recognizable backdrop in many hundreds of social media posts during graduations. The ordinary bricks and terracotta dressings selected for the Gothic exterior of the Victoria building led to the coining of the phrase Red Brick University by Bruce Truscott, the pseudonym adopted by Edgar Allan Pierce, a professor of Spanish at Liverpool from 1922 to 1952, who wrote an influential book of the same title about universities originating in the 19th century. Indeed, we are and always will be the original Red Brick University. And in turn, you will always be Liverpool originals. You have advanced your learning, and you have and will continue to ennoble life. You have been stretched to think beyond the textbook, lecture theatre and performance space, and you have been encouraged to apply that knowledge to the world around you. Your University of Liverpool education has enabled you to realize just how far you can go and provided you with the skills you need to get there. Never forget how important you are to our university. You are the beating heart of our institution. Without you, the university would be nothing but classrooms and lecture halls. When we work together, the university is a place where discoveries are made, ideas are formed, friendships are forged, career paths are decided on, and lives are changed. It is when we work together as staff and students that education is truly transformational. We thank you for all you have done in your time here, and we all wish you good luck and every success in the future. Thank you. I now invite Professor Katie Atkinson, Chair and Dean of the School of Electrical Engineering, Electronics and Computer Science, to present graduates from our class of 2021.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, it gives me tremendous pleasure to present to you the following graduates from the class of 2021. Charles Leonard. Luke Chapman. James Matthew Cox. Jaskirat Bansal. James Alistair MacLeod. Jonathan Sims. Lochlane James Hankin Appleby. Harry Ray Dalton. Matthew David Godfrey. George Christian Palin. Veerabhadra Bhaskar Rao Villapathi. Arkin Derek Cisneros Plare. Nasif Suhail Khan. Sumin David Joseph. Youssef Morabit. Lyudmil Vladimirov. Umnia Ulfa Hussein. Nathaniel Longhorn. Nasser Mohammed Al-Rashid. Alisa Afiq Mort Husni. Oliver Emlyn Lewis. Nayandeep Raju Birudaraju. Benjamin Thomas Dawes. Daniel Thomas Hughes. Sedat Iskan. Richard Sisisco. Ogenetega Okerega. Nandozi Jason Eicher. Joe Kelly.
I would now like to invite Professor Ellen Marshall, Chair in Communication Networks of Electrical Engineering and Electronics, to present one of the university's Faculty Learning, Teaching and Student Experience Awards.
It gives me great pleasure to present one of the university's Learning, Teaching and Student Experience Awards. These awards recognise, value and reward staff who have made an outstanding contribution to innovation in teaching and supporting learning. Our university has numerous examples of exceptionally talented and committed staff who work extremely hard to ensure that our students receive an excellent experience while at the university. Teaching and learning at Liverpool is undertaken within a culture of research excellence, and these awards reflect the value that we place on providing our students with a high-quality educational experience worthy of a leading Russell Group institution. Our award winner being honoured today is recognised for developing a new innovation to support teaching and assessment and create a supportive learning environment in the School of Electrical Engineering, Electronics and Computer Science. Project Smiley was developed by Dr. David McIntosh from the Department of Electrical Engineering and Electronics to capture student feedback in real time. Project Smiley is a regular online survey system that allows students to quickly signal their mood, share feedback and communicate directly with the department. With the advent of remote learning and the absence of face-to-face interaction during the pandemic, Project Smiley has proven uniquely suited to engaging with students and during this time became the main tool for receiving student feedback. It allows the department to identify and track multiple issues across programmes, across years and student cohorts. Project Smiley has secured wide levels of support in both departments in the school and within the communities of students, academics, professional services and technical staff. In addition, the initiative has the potential to be adopted by other departments across the faculty. Here to collect his award is Dr. David McIntosh.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I am delighted to present to you the remaining graduates from the class of 2021. Manon Ilona Neve Sorby. Jai Singh Paha. Haida Al-Khalaf. Connor John Brown. Jazib Askari. Mark Donald. William Clark. Ryan Butler. Vittorio Francescon. Miguel Angel Lee Azapalo. Faiz Davenport. Jakub Glovacki. Forster Annie. Salim Kamis Salim Al-Karousi. Yu Li. Shui Yuan Luo. Gong Li. Kaizhong Deng. Kangrui Jiang. Lepu Liu. Chenyue Shao. Sajed Merbaksh Dogahe. Yadira Lopez de Leon. Xiao Ki-sun.
I would now like to invite George Palin to join us on stage to reflect on the student experience.
Pro Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, friends, family and fellow students, I'm honoured to be asked to speak with you today. This isn't what I or any of us expected when we first signed up for our degrees, to be graduating first online and then today, but it's been good to see you all here today in person. When I received the call asking me to make today's speech at the graduation ceremony, it made me look back at the last 4 years and think of all the experiences, the emotions and friendships that have led to this moment. As on many occasions in my life, I had no idea where to start, so I did what any good student would do and Googled it. And apparently the answer is to share a key memorable moment, but I guess spending 5 minutes on the perfect Gilbreeze might be a slight waste of my time. Today is about recognising the struggles we have all had to overcome, and more importantly, it's about celebrating all our achievements, celebrating all our hard work, celebrating the end of a major chapter in our individual journeys as engineers, and looking forward to starting our new adventures as graduates. It's time to reflect on what you've experienced and be proud of what we achieved at the University of Liverpool, and to simply say, we've done it. So, how could I summarise everything that's happened? From receiving our confirmation letters, to battling with Turnitin and slow internet connections, to submit our final online exams and completion of coursework, and not to mention the change in the way we did everything because of the pandemic and new challenges that online university have brought. Despite being relatively local to Liverpool, by actually studying and living in the city, uncovered a truly incredible breadth of experiences that I personally didn't know. And it's always a pleasure to have a walk around the historic Albert Dock, have a busy shopping day in the city centre, or enjoy the green spaces of Sefton Park. Liverpool really does have something for everyone. And I know I've enjoyed multiple concerts and events at the M&S Bank Arena, and not forgetting our own Guild of Students. I believe that's kind of the best thing about Liverpool. No matter where you come from in the world, you'll always feel at home here. Now, looking back on my first experience of living away from home, Carnatic Halls was quite a wake-up call, quite literally. Struggling to get the right bus at the right time for those painfully early 9 a.m. lectures on a Monday morning, something that definitely prepares you to start a career. But our first year at university wasn't really about bus timetables. It was more about making friendships that will last well beyond today's graduation. Friends that would be there when struggling through tough assignments, and friends to drink with when exams are over. And friends that are all here today to celebrate in our successes. And who could forget those crucial group and individual projects, learning about the entire design processes from specifications to sourcing parts and equipment to producing those final results with those all-important logbooks. Now, the true university experience really does stretch beyond lectures and academics. Sports and societies play a key part, whether it's running around a sports pitch on a cold day or losing every competitive round when playing for the gaming society. It's taking part that counts. Well, it's at least what I told myself. It was still good fun. We've all been relatively fortunate in at least kind of starting our degree in person, unlike many students after us. And it'd be wrong if I didn't mention the massive impact COVID has had on all of us, the way it has affected learning, and even the simplest things, whether that be studying online with live lectures or being unable to socialise like normal. At least online learning has prepared us, though, for starting jobs, and it's definitely something that's been essential in starting my new job. We've had to adapt and become resilient to any situation that we are faced with, and to see everyone here today is a real true testament to that resilience. During our time here, we've stepped out of our comfort zones, overcome challenges, gained new perspectives, and thanks to the guidance of our academic advisors and other support staff, we are equipped with new knowledge and, perhaps importantly, the knowledge that there is still so much to know. We should feel empowered as we move forward into the next chapter of our lives. In closing, I'd simply like to say thank you. Thank you to everyone who's contributed to our success, the lecturers for explaining complex problems in interesting ways, and all the other academic support staff. And of course, a special thank you to my parents for being the kind of greatest support in my journey, listening to my stress and worries, and providing definitely some financial support along the way. None of our achievement would be possible without that key support. Now remember, this really isn't an ending. As engineers, we strive to keep learning, applying new, novel solutions to ever-evolving problems with the aim of helping. So good luck to all of you in your new adventures that come your way, and thank you.
George, thanks so much for sharing your experience with us. I quickly took my phone out of my pocket and asked Google for a response, but the connection is very bad here. So. I'm very happy you acknowledge the breadth of experience that this wonderful city and the university and Carnatic halls have given you, and that you took the opportunity to make friendships in your first year, and that you have never forgotten how important the support of your parents has been, especially in these challenging times. I love it that you, like me, see hope in this room because of the way you have overcome challenges. I personally hope that your memories of Liverpool will come to life every time you experience this perfect burrito. Can I just ask everybody here to join George in his thanks for all your family and friends and staff who have helped you to come here where you are today, through a round of applause. I declare this congregation for the celebration of our graduates closed. Salva sit universitas nostra, quod precantus consurgamus.
Graduates and guests, please stand.
Congratulations once again, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the day. Well done.